So eggs, baked eggs, or eggs on coccotte. So basically what you're going to do, you've got two ramekins. There's a cream and there's a butter each, obviously as well as the eggs. And basically with your butter, you're going to nicely grease said ramekins. Twofold. It's going to help it from sticking. Stop it from sticking, should I say, and add a bit of flavour as well. Obviously there's nothing wrong with a bit of butter with your eggs in the morning, is there?
I used to put it on chips.
Put it on chips?
Butter on chips?
I used to put a lot of butter in my chip butty.
You see, that's the thing, like, everyone likes a buttery chip butty. You put butter on your potatoes, you put it on baked potatoes, you put it on nearly every type of potato. And as soon as someone says chips, everyone goes, ugh, that's disgusting.
Oh, it's a bit like those.
I don't do it anymore.
Right, so my tomato sauce is nicely thickened, yeah, so it's been juiced down with some nice intense flavour. So basically, a nice flavour in it. I want a little bit of salt, a hint of pepper, and then back in, a little bit of a stir. If it's a bit dull in flavour, not as tomato as you want it to be, just add a pinch sugar, just to lift it. Alright? Because if you put vinegar and sugar together, white wine vinegar normally, and sugar together, you make what's known as a gas streak. And that's what you put into, say, tomato sauce or a tomato soup. That brings out all the flavour of the tomato. So it's very similar. Obviously, you have the sherry vinegar in there at the beginning. So basically, like I say, it's a nice dry one, and that's going to go in my bottom of my buttered ramekins. Yeah, it's a classic dish. Coccotte used to be served as a breakfast dish, you know. You bring them out, especially in the big houses and the like. And a load of mass will come up, you know. They'll have the coccotte on the plate. So then you're going to get an egg.
So we're dividing the sauce?
Yeah, split between the two. Yeah, split between the two. You get your eggs. Don't be tempted just to whack an egg straight in to your ramekin. So if there's anything wrong with that egg, and you wasted the sauce and you wasted whatever you have to put it into. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with the eggs, but just in case. How can you tell if you've got a good standard of egg? Yeah, we do that, but what's a good quality make of egg? What do we know in this country?
Free range?
The limestone.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Limestone. Yeah, the range, I mean, posh free range, but as long as it's got the branding, that's basically, it could still be battery, or it could be RSPCA assured, which basically means it's not battery, but it's not free range. It's a bit
Is
of
that
a
deep
bit.
litter? Is that what we used to call deep litter in my day?
Don't we get like maybe walk outside like half an hour outside every day?
It's all about square. It's a square yardage and how many are in that square yardage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically batteries are cramped together, you know what I mean? But the RSPCA assured, they might not go outside, they might not see the outside, but there's enough, they've got stuff, because chickens are bright, you know what I mean, they're not brain dead. So basically they need something to do, either that or start pecking at each other, that's why they lose the hair, the feathers and this, that and the other. So basically if it says RSPCA assured, what it means is that they might still be inside, but they've got things to do, like things to peck, things to play with, head the ball, and they've got so many per square metre in there, you know what I mean? So that instead of battery, you might have, you know, they're in a cage tight and they're all round in there, and that's the fastest way of doing it, and the most cost-effective way of doing it. These have got a little bit of place to go and do that, and then the later eggs and stuff, and obviously then the free range are the ones that they're bought in at night and then let loose outdoors. And then you've got organic free range. It's got to be on organic land and with organic feed and organic everything before they can. So that's that. But yeah, so like I say, if you're looking at eggs and you don't want to pay the free range price, going down the RSPCB or RSPCB assured basically means that it's been looked after and it's had a bit of a life. It's got a bit of a life going on. It's not just abused and used. But don't get that mixed up with the fact that it hasn't been outside. You know what I mean? It's not been outside, it's still had a bit of a better life. Right, so what we've got here, I've got a bain-marie. You all know bain-marie, obviously when you're doing your pastries, you cook stuff. Why do we put stuff in a bain-marie when it's going in the oven?
Steam.
it doesn't burn, it helps cook it a little bit more gently. So that's that. So they're going in there. There's, he says, when he says actually could get a jug of water with some hot water in it, please. So I'll fill that with hot water. Then on the top of the eggs, you're going to have your coccotte. So that's basically the creamy bit. Cream's just going to go